Something that's absolutely unforgivable is people who play the victim card while living in America. You live in the freest, safest country in the world, and you have the nerve to play the victim card? You realize there are slave traders in Africa right now. Look it up. Look up that video of all those African slaves at an auction. That's going on right now. And you have the nerve to be complaining about racism in America? I got news for you, dumb. Everybody has happened to everybody. Everybody's had a hard time in life. You're not unique, okay? You're not unique because you belong to a minority or you're a woman. We're all lucky as shit to be born in this country. That's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass. So a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community, and all the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all that, I still couldn't find a care.
You're gonna call us racist? You're gonna call us potential Timothy McVeighs? You. War.
Alright guys, so we got to talk about a pretty funny story that has went viral. A story involving the N-word. Now, the N-word stories are my favorite stories because certain people just seem to get so triggered by the use of that word, even though that word is probably one of the most common words that we hear nowadays, whether you listen to radio, music, watching a movie, watching TV. It doesn't matter where you go. The N-word is everywhere, okay? But black people think that black people are the only people that should be able to use the word, even though the use of the word a lot of times it's not even used as a racial slur. I mean, the N-word can be synonymous with just a person. Like, for example, you could say, oh, that N-word over there, right? Or the N-word can mean best friend, right? Like, for example, oh, that's my N-word, right? That's my guy, okay? That's the most common use of the N-word that I hear, okay? It either identifies just like some random person, oh, that N-word over there, or, oh, that's my N-word. Either to identify a person or to say that, oh, well, that's your best friend or that you have some type of relationship with that person, okay? That, in my opinion, is the most common use of the N-word. It actually really is used more as a term of endearment, okay? But apparently white folks are not allowed to use the N-word as a term of endearment because black Twitter got so triggered, okay? These people are losing their minds right now over this white girl who probably is a troll, to be quite honest with you. But again, she's a really funny troll because even though I think that she's not a serious person, I just think that this is hilarious, all the backlash that she's getting for clearly and obviously being a troll. But she made a video TikTok while she was cooking, and she decided to just casually drop the N-bomb while having this discussion while cooking. And black Twitter got extremely upset over this. Take a look.
Okay, this time I have a beef with the male community. I give my criticisms to all because we are all about equity and inclusion here, right? So I'm sick and tired of all girls getting blamed, or like guys, certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers. I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub. You're getting the opinion of some dumb whores and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card. Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass and they don't care. We don't give a about your money. I couldn't care less about your money, okay? My type is broke mechanics and surfer hippie dudes who just want to live in a shack and surf and have babies. All I ask of a man is that you're competent, you're not. If somebody broke into our house at 3 a.m., you would know how to grab a gun and shoot a. That's pretty much all we ask. Like, that's pretty much like all girls I know. I don't know one girl who's a gold digger. So stop throwing us all under the bus as if we're all gold diggers, because we don't give a I don't give a about your money. My dating history consists of all broke guys. I actually don't even like rich guys. They have an attitude. They're spoiled brats. They don't know anything about real life. I was raised on a farm with 4 brothers, so I can't deal with the bullshit. I don't like I hate. So stop with the gold digger. Stop.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that, okay? So people are upset that this woman casually dropped the N-bomb in that TikTok. And now the mob is trying to ruin her life, okay, which is very predictable. They essentially made this woman famous overnight, and she's not backing down from this, okay? In fact, she's doubling down despite the backlash by releasing a video basically refusing to apologize for saying the word despite the backlash.
So a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community, and all the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all that, I still couldn't find a care.
I don't know why this is so funny to me, right? It's not even the fact that she said the N-word. It's the fact that she doesn't care about the backlash, right? That's hilarious to me, because you rarely find individuals with the cojones, especially when you're white, to not care about the backlash that you get from saying something that white people are not supposed to say, okay? Because apparently freedom of speech is color-coded, okay? You only can have freedom of speech when you are of a certain color, right? Apparently that's how that works. But it's just funny to me because the mob, again, they're so upset that they went out of their way to basically try to ruin this girl's life, okay? She's been doxxed. Her name has been revealed. Her place of work has been revealed. And, of course, she's been fired from her job because that's what the mob does. Take a look.
So y'all remember this girl, the girl that decided that, she's going to tell a story and call everybody her friends were dating some broke-ass ninjas? Yeah, guess what happened? They fired her ass. They blew up her job. They found out where she worked and they blew up her job, baby. And she doubled down. This was her double down video because they made her take the other video down. But she had the nerve to double down and didn't think nobody was going to find you and locate your job. I even called your job. I sure did. I called it. That thing is blocked. You can't even leave a message. They blew up your jobs. This is what happens when you spew hate on the internet. It lasts forever. Good luck finding another job, because as soon as they see your face and other people see your face, they're going to come back to these videos that are saved forever and people and you're going to lose that job too, because no one wants a racy individual at their establishment.
And this is exactly why I think we should share that. Whenever somebody want to get racist and stupid on the internet, let's share that as much as we can. Because yes, I understand what people were saying, hey, block it and ignore it. Yeah, but that won't really give it consequences, you know what I'm saying? Other than yeah, you're not giving it attention, but it ain't going away. And I mean, hey, it's still not going away, but at least she ain't got her job now. I'm much happier than ignoring her now. You feel me? This is why I like expose racists and get them out there. And then I remember seeing her apology video, and she's talking about what was it? The freedom of speech. She's talking about freedom of speech. And yes, freedom of speech is cool, but not freedom of consequences. That doesn't mean just because no one can stop you from saying it, yes, but that don't mean we can't not do nothing to you. Y'all got to get out more and understand.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. Now, they done got this woman canceled. She done lost her job over a word that probably at least 1/4 of the population uses frequently, right? Probably, if not more. I wouldn't be surprised if half of the population uses the N-word frequently when you count behind closed doors usage, okay? Because I can tell you guys, There are so many people that use this word, and it's not even just black folks. This is what kind of annoys me about this story. There's nothing that she said that was racist, right? She used the word casually to refer to a group of people that she knows. And that word is always used that way, right? Almost all the time by black people, by non-black people. It's used like that all the time, right? She didn't use it in a derogatory way, okay? She didn't use it in a racist way. She just used it. Now, again, there are so many people, especially white women, that use that word. I can tell you that for a fact. Again, I'm not saying that as a way to try to smear white women as racist. No, that's actually not what I'm saying at all. Okay, what I'm just saying is that that's how ingrained it is in the culture. Like, for example, when I used to Uber, okay, as a part-time job in Charlotte, I'll never forget Miniman was playing while I was Ubering two white girls. You know, they were drunk coming back from the bar. The song started playing, and they know every lyric word from word. They just saying the N-word left and right. And I had a choice, right? I could have got mad and upset about it. Okay, I could have threw a fit. Oh, my God, how dare you use the N-word, right? Could have ruined the whole ride. But you know what? I said I'm going to sing the song, too. I'm going to turn up like they turn it up, okay? And guess what? I dropped them off. We had a good time, and that was it, right? The world didn't end because these two white girls used the N-word, okay? There was another time I went on this date with this white girl who was super country. I'm talking about like a farm hand. Like, I mean, she legitimately like does work out in the farm, right? Owns a ton of guns. Like, I'm talking about like super country, lives out in the middle of nowhere. I went on this date with her, and I picked her up. And she just like casually dropped the N-bomb. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, do you mind if I use that word? And I was like, well, I mean, you know, hey, I don't police speech, okay? I mean, I'm going out on a date. This is a pretty attractive white girl, okay, for a girl that works on a farm. I mean, her arms were pretty toned. I mean, she was kind of bad, okay? I'm just keeping it 100. I was like, man, I ain't gonna ruin this date by blowing up on this girl because she done said the N-word, okay? I mean, she told me that, you know, all her friends, I mean, that's how they refer to each other, right? That's how they talk to each other. And this is something I observed, not just with white girls, okay? Also with Latinos, with Asians, like all these groups all use the N-word among each other, right? They all use it the same way that black people use the N-word, okay? When I go to my boxing classes, which I try to do at least twice a week, okay? I go to an MMA gym, okay? There are guys in there, fighters, that are of Latino descent that drop the N-bomb. Now, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to take the recommendation of these woke revolutionaries, these internet gangsters, and say, oh, you need to fight anybody that uses the N-word that's not black? Because if I would take that advice and try to police their speech just because they use the N-word, that probably would not have a good outcome for me, right? Probably would not be a good outcome, okay? Who am I to tell one of these guys that literally fight for a living that, hey, man, you can't be using the N-word like that? My feelings are hurt, right? Probably wouldn't be a good outcome for me, okay? And I've realized over the years, okay? And I realized this a long time ago, okay? Long time ago. It is just stupid to get upset and mad over that word. It is stupid to try to police the word. I think policing language, especially when you have a word that only a certain group of people can use based off skin color, is probably one of the dumbest things ever, because that word has become so culturally ingrained. Black people have made so much money off of that word, and you cannot monetize a word the way black people have monetized the word and not expect other groups of people to use it. Because if you go to any concert where you have a black rapper who is constantly using the N-word, you're going to have crowds of white people that are saying the word, right? And the white people are the ones that are paying the bills of these people who are monetizing the N-word, right? So I personally think that there's a lot of hypocrisy here, because black people use the N-word amongst themselves, but they want to act big and bad and get upset just because somebody that's not black uses the word, even though they're not using the word in a derogatory way. Because if the word is so bad that you have black people out here in some situations calling for violence as a result of non-black people using the word, then maybe black people shouldn't use it at all. Okay. I am one of these people that's like, well, you can have all of it or you can have none of it, right? If black people can say the word, then everybody should be able to say the word. If black people can't say the word, then nobody should be able to say the word, right? That's how I feel about it. It's either all or none. If the word is so bad, then nobody should be able to use it. I personally think there's a difference between the hard ER and the N-word ending with an A, right? I think that there's a difference. I think that the N-word ending with an A, for the most part, is always used as a term of endearment, or it used to just identify a certain individual, right? And it is what it is, right? I don't think there's anything hateful about it. There's nothing racist about it. What these people want are special rights and privileges, right? They don't want equal rights, okay? And I think the policing of the N-word is a prime example of what I'm talking about, because everybody knows, and they won't say it out loud, right? But all these other different groups of people know that are not black. They all know that the policing of the N-word is stupid. And this is why you have so many people that are not black that do use it behind closed doors, because again, everybody knows that it's not really that big of a deal, right? You're not saying it in a way that's hateful a vast majority of the time, right? And people know that, again, it's kind of hypocritical in regards to the policing of the word. So, you know, I just think it's funny to see this woman do what she's doing, even though I believe that she's a troll, right? I personally think that her trolling these people and once again revealing the hypocrisy of the N-word, I think is just hilarious. And hey, you know, I personally think that your life is going to be much better off if you don't walk around looking to be triggered by things that aren't worth being triggered over. Again, I learned this a long time ago. This is why I personally don't care about who uses the N-word, okay? Because, again, I'm for equal rights, not special rights, and that includes when it comes to speech. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.